I would not be sitting here talking to you, I have no doubt, if I hadn't been sitting in front of a television by accident one night and happened to be flipping through the programs and saw Maury Schwartz, my old college professor, on Nightline talking about what it was like to die from Lou Gehrig's disease. If I'm not home that night, if I'm not watching the television, if I'm not motivated to fly out there and see him once, there is no Tuesdays with Maury, there is no Five People You Meet in Heaven, there is no Me and You. Everything happened from that one moment, all right? Now, that's hardly as significant as some of the things that happen in these books or whatever, but the arithmetic of it is the same. One moment can change everything, and you're right, it's a theme that has been in every single one of my books. It's in the reality, the books that are true, like Tuesdays with Maury, with that one moment. I mean, one moment when Maury's told you have Lou Gehrig's disease changed his whole life, and then it changed. And look how that book, which was written to pay his medical bills, I mean, it wasn't even supposed to be a book. You know, if they had honestly, if a book company had said, you know what, we don't want to publish the book because we think it stinks, but here's a check and pay his medical bills, I would have taken that and I would have written the book. I mean, and I had plenty of publishers say, you know, we're not interested in it, it's boring, and this was before it was written, you know, you can't write it, you're a sports writer and all that. And I just wrote it to pay his medical bills, and now that book is taught all over the world, and Maury lives on in high school classes in Singapore, you know, because I happened to go there and someone happened to publish it. And so I'm a huge believer in the ripple effect. And Five People We Meet in Heaven is exactly that story. It's a story of a guy who finds out that the real meaning, first step of heaven is you find out all the things that you affected in life, and he thinks he's a nobody. Eddie, the main character of that, is a maintenance man. I deliberately created him to be like one of the world's invisible people, you know, someone who thinks I don't matter, nothing I do matters, I've never been anywhere, I've never done anything, I never did it, and he gets to heaven and finds there's no such thing. You had this moment with someone which changed this, which changed this, and you had this moment in the war which changed this and changed this. So really that theme is something that you'll probably find in every one of my books, because I'm fascinated by it. I mean, what's more interesting than how the world turns on a dime? And so that's certainly one of the themes that goes through the first phone call from heaven too.
Right, absolutely, and not just the theme of things turning on a dime, but our needing to seize them. Which I think is important.
Or miss them, and if we miss them, then you know our lives are a whole
other path, and
That's
there's a different story.
That's right.
That's true.